Welcome to Module 4 of Dyslexia, an introduction for teachers. In this module, we will learn about the impact of dyslexia on students' learning and their academic life. We have a lot of learning ahead of us, so let's get started. Professional goals. This professional development module is guided by the following professional goals. Develop an understanding of dyslexia. Gain a comprehensive understanding of how dyslexia affects various aspects of learning, including reading, writing, numeracy, and auditory processing. Implement effective instructional strategies. Learn and apply specific strategies to support students with dyslexia in developing reading skills, for example, systematic phonics instruction, guided reading activities, and writing abilities, for example, phonics-based spelling instruction, structured writing organization. Enhance comprehension and fluency. Focus on improving students' reading comprehension and fluency through techniques such as repeated reading exercises, active reading strategies, and visual aids. Support numeracy and mathematical skills. Develop methods to aid students with dyslexia in overcoming challenges in numeracy and mathematical skills, utilizing tools like manipulatives, visual aids, and real-world examples. Fosters social and emotional well-being. Address the social and emotional impact of dyslexia by creating an inclusive classroom environment, building strong teacher-student relationships, and employing strategies to manage anxiety and stress. Learning objectives. In this professional development module, we will focus on the following learning objectives. Identify and address reading challenges. Recognize difficulties in word recognition, fluency, and comprehension among dyslexic students and apply targeted interventions. Understand and improve writing skills. Understand the impact of dyslexia on spelling, grammar, punctuation, and organization of ideas in writing, and apply specific strategies to enhance these skills. Comprehend the brain science behind dyslexia. Gain knowledge about the neurological underpinnings of dyslexia, including its effects on phonological processing, word recognition, spelling, and memory. Enhance mathematical understanding. Acquire skills to support dyslexic students in areas of numeracy, such as dyscalculia, number sense, and memorization of math facts. Improve auditory processing and memory skills. Learn strategies to aid dyslexic students with auditory processing and working memory deficits, including breaking down tasks and using memory aids. Effects of dyslexia on learning. How does dyslexia affect reading, writing, numeracy, and other academic skills? Let's begin with a discussion of how a student's reading skills are affected by dyslexia. Dyslexia's impact on students' reading skills. Word recognition. Students with dyslexia often struggle with decoding, which is the ability to match letters to sounds and blend them into words. This difficulty arises from a deficit in the phonological component of language that is unexpected in relation to other cognitive abilities. For these students, recognizing words that they have seen before can be challenging, especially if those words are long, complex, or irregular. This is not just about slow reading, it's about a fundamental difficulty in connecting letters to sounds. Effective interventions often focus on systematic and explicit phonics instruction, where students are taught letter-sound relationships in a structured, sequential manner. Reading fluency. Students with dyslexia may read slowly and with much effort. This lack of fluency can significantly impact their reading comprehension since so much of their cognitive resources are devoted to just decoding words. They often lack automaticity, which is the fast, effortless word recognition that comes with practice. As a result, reading can be laborious and time-consuming. To support these students, teachers can provide extra time for reading tasks, use paired or guided reading activities, and incorporate repeated reading exercises where students read the same text multiple times to increase their speed and fluency. Comprehension challenges. The difficulties with word recognition and fluency experienced by students with dyslexia can lead to problems with understanding what they read. Since so much effort is spent on decoding, it can be hard for them to retain and integrate the information they read, affecting their comprehension. To address this, it's helpful to teach active reading strategies such as summarizing, questioning, clarifying, and predicting. Additionally, visual aids and graphic organizers can be used to help these students organize and retain information from texts. It's also beneficial to encourage discussions about the material that was read to enhance understanding and engagement. Each of these areas requires specific strategies and interventions to support students with dyslexia. It's important for teachers to recognize these challenges and adapt their teaching methods accordingly, ensuring that all students have the opportunity to develop their reading skills effectively. Now, let's look at how a student's writing skills are affected by dyslexia. Spelling mistakes. Dyslexic students often struggle with spelling due to their difficulty in understanding phonemic awareness, which is the ability to hear, identify, and manipulate individual sounds in spoken words. This challenge leads to frequent and sometimes unpredictable spelling errors. They might spell the same word differently in a single piece of writing and often have trouble with homophones, words that sound the same but are spelled differently. Effective strategies include using phonics-based spelling instruction, encouraging the use of spell-check tools, and focusing on common spelling patterns. Grammar and punctuation. Students with dyslexia may find it challenging to remember and apply grammar and punctuation rules due to their focus on the more fundamental aspects of writing, like spelling and forming letters. These difficulties can make their writing seem disjointed or immature. To support these students, it's helpful to provide clear, concise explanations of grammar rules, use visual aids or color coding to highlight different parts of speech, and give students opportunities to edit and revise their work in a supportive environment. Organization of ideas. Organizing thoughts coherently in writing is often a hurdle for students with dyslexia. They might have excellent verbal skills but find it hard to translate these ideas into written form. This can result in writing that seems unstructured or incomplete. Teachers can assist by providing graphic organizers to plan out writing, teaching explicit strategies for structuring different types of writing, like narrative, persuasive, or expository, and allowing for verbal discussion of ideas before writing. Each of these challenges in writing can be addressed through targeted strategies and understanding from educators. By recognizing and accommodating the unique needs of students with dyslexia, teachers can help them develop their writing skills and express their thoughts more effectively in written form. How dyslexia affects reading and learning. Click on the resources link in the top right corner of the window to view a PDF document titled Impact of Dyslexia on Learning, containing information dyslexia's effects on students' reading and writing abilities. For detailed information on these effects, please contact the dyslexia support team at your school or district. Dyslexia's effects on numeracy and mathematical skills. Here is how dyslexia affects students' numeracy and mathematical skills. Dyscalculia. Dyscalculia, often co-occurring with dyslexia, affects a person's ability to understand numbers and mathematical concepts. It can manifest as difficulties in understanding basic number facts, processing mathematical symbols, and performing calculations. Students may struggle with concepts like greater than / less than, place value, and arithmetic operations. Strategies to support these learners include using concrete manipulatives for abstract concepts, incorporating visual aids, and teaching through real-world examples. Reinforcing foundational concepts before moving to complex ones is also crucial. Number sense. A strong number sense is foundational for mathematical understanding, but students with dyslexia may struggle with this. This includes difficulty recognizing numbers, understanding their relationships, and applying them in different contexts. They might also find it challenging to estimate or work with numerical patterns. Building number sense can be supported by engaging students in activities that require them to count, compare, and manipulate numbers in a variety of contexts. Using visual representations of numbers, such as number lines or charts, can also be helpful. Memorizing math facts. Students with dyslexia often have difficulty with memorization, which can impact their ability to recall basic math facts, like multiplication tables or formulas. This can slow down their ability to solve math problems and make math-intensive subjects more challenging. To aid these students, using rhythmic or musical aids for memorization, integrating technology-based games that reinforce math facts, and allowing the use of reference sheets can be effective. Emphasizing understanding the why behind math facts, rather than just rote memorization, can also be beneficial. Addressing these specific numeracy and mathematical challenges is vital in supporting students with dyslexia. By adopting a variety of teaching approaches and providing appropriate accommodations, educators can help these students build their mathematical skills and confidence. Dyslexia's effects on auditory processing and memory. Dyslexia also affects students' auditory processing and memory. Auditory processing. Students with dyslexia may have difficulties with processing auditory information. This challenge is not about hearing, but about how the brain interprets and makes sense of sounds, especially speech. They might struggle to distinguish between similar sounds or to follow rapid speech. This can lead to misunderstandings of verbal instructions or difficulty in distinguishing subtle differences in word sounds. To support these students, it can be helpful to speak clearly and at a moderate pace, use visual supports or written instructions to reinforce spoken information, and provide opportunities for them to ask clarifying questions. Working memory deficits. Dyslexic individuals often face challenges with working memory, which is crucial for holding and manipulating information over short periods. This can affect their ability to follow multi-step instructions or retain several pieces of information at once. As a result, they might struggle in tasks that require keeping track of multiple steps or retaining information from the beginning of a sentence to the end. Strategies to support these students include breaking down tasks into smaller, more manageable steps, repeating or rephrasing instructions, and allowing the use of note-taking tools or memory aids. Difficulty in following oral instructions. Because of their auditory processing and working memory challenges, students with dyslexia might find it particularly hard to follow complex or lengthy oral instructions. They may miss key details or become confused about the sequence of steps required. To aid their understanding, instructions should be concise and clearly structured. It's also beneficial to provide written summaries or checklists of verbal instructions, and to check in with the student to ensure they have understood the task. Addressing auditory processing and memory issues is key in supporting dyslexic learners effectively. By understanding these challenges and adapting communication and teaching methods, educators can help these students access and engage with the curriculum more successfully. Time management and organizational skills. Time management is a crucial skill needed to succeed not only during the K-12 years but also in post-secondary settings. Dyslexia may affect students' time management and organizational skills in the following ways. Planning and sequencing. Students with dyslexia may find it challenging to organize their thoughts, plan effectively, and sequence tasks. This can manifest as difficulties in writing assignments, where they struggle to structure their ideas logically, or in managing project work, where they find it hard to break down the project into smaller, manageable steps. To support these students, teaching explicit planning and organizational strategies is crucial. Using visual tools like mind maps or flowcharts can help them visualize the sequence of tasks or ideas. Additionally, providing step-by-step guidelines and using checklists can guide them in managing more complex assignments. Keeping track of time. Dyslexic students often have a skewed perception of time, which can lead to challenges in completing tasks within set deadlines or managing their schedule efficiently. They might underestimate the time needed for a task or struggle with transitioning between activities. To assist them, introducing time management tools such as timers, calendars, and digital reminders can be effective. Teaching them how to estimate time for tasks and allowing extra time for completion of work can also help in managing their time better. Organizational skills. Organizational skills, such as keeping track of materials, organizing personal space like lockers or desks, and managing schoolwork, can be challenging for students with dyslexia. They might frequently lose things, have messy workspaces, or struggle to keep track of assignments and due dates. Teachers can support these students by encouraging consistent routines, using organizational systems like color-coded folders for different subjects, and offering regular check-ins to help them stay organized. Also, teaching them how to use organizational tools such as planners or digital apps for managing assignments and deadlines can foster independence and self-management skills. Enhancing time management and organizational skills in students with dyslexia is vital for their academic and personal success. By providing structured support and teaching specific strategies, educators can empower these students to overcome their challenges and develop skills that are essential for learning and everyday life. Emotional and social challenges related to dyslexia. Dyslexia can cause numerous emotional and social challenges for students. Let's look at some emotional challenges in detail. Low self-esteem and self-confidence. Repeated difficulties in reading, writing, or other academic tasks can lead individuals with dyslexia to doubt their abilities. This can manifest as low self-esteem and a lack of confidence in their academic and personal lives. The persistent struggle and the feeling of being different from peers can exacerbate these feelings. Anxiety and stress. The constant challenges and fear of failure in academic settings can lead to heightened anxiety and stress. This is often related to specific tasks like reading aloud in class, taking timed tests, or completing assignments that require extensive reading or writing. The pressure to perform at the same level as their peers can be overwhelming. Frustration and discouragement. Dyslexic individuals often experience intense frustration, especially when they put in substantial effort but do not see the desired results. This repeated experience of struggling with tasks that seem easy for others can lead to feelings of discouragement and a sense of helplessness. Depression and emotional distress. In some cases, the cumulative effect of these challenges can lead to depression and other emotional distress. The ongoing struggle and perceived lack of progress can impact their overall mood and outlook on life. Emotional challenges related to dyslexia. Social isolation and withdrawal. Individuals with dyslexia may withdraw from social interactions, especially in academic settings. They might avoid participating in activities that expose their difficulties, such as group reading or writing projects, leading to a sense of isolation. Bullying and stigmatization. Unfortunately, misunderstanding and lack of awareness about dyslexia can lead to bullying and stigmatization. Peers might tease or mock them for their difficulties, exacerbating feelings of isolation and difference. Communication challenges. The struggles with language skills can sometimes impact verbal communication, making it challenging to articulate thoughts clearly. This can affect social interactions and the ability to form and maintain friendships. Impact on social skills development. The combination of academic struggles and potential social isolation can affect the overall development of social skills. Opportunities to engage in typical peer interactions, which are critical for social development, might be limited. Addressing emotional and social challenges. Supportive environment. Creating a supportive and understanding environment at home and school can help alleviate some of these emotional and social pressures. This includes having open discussions about dyslexia, focusing on strengths, and providing emotional support. Counseling and therapy. Professional counseling or therapy can be beneficial, providing a safe space for individuals to express their feelings and develop coping strategies. Peer support and awareness. Educating peers about dyslexia, promoting understanding, and fostering inclusive practices can reduce stigmatization and bullying. Building on strengths. Focusing on areas where individuals with dyslexia excel can boost self-esteem and provide avenues for positive social interactions. Understanding and addressing these emotional and social challenges are crucial in helping individuals with dyslexia navigate their educational journey and personal development with resilience and confidence. In conclusion, Module 4 of Dyslexia, an introduction for teachers, has provided a comprehensive understanding of dyslexia's multifaceted impact on students' learning, encompassing challenges in reading, writing, numeracy, auditory processing, and memory. We have explored the neurological underpinnings of dyslexia, its effects on academic skills, and the emotional and social challenges it poses. Key takeaways include the necessity for systematic approaches in teaching phonics, enhancing reading fluency and comprehension, addressing spelling and writing difficulties, and supporting numeracy skills. Importantly, this module underscores the need for fostering an inclusive, supportive learning environment and building strong teacher-student relationships to boost confidence and motivation in students with dyslexia. Looking ahead to the next module, Strategies for Supporting Students with Dyslexia. As we transition to the next module titled Strategies for Supporting Students with Dyslexia, we will delve into practical, actionable methods to further aid students struggling with dyslexia. This module will focus on tailored teaching techniques, inclusive classroom practices, and individualized support strategies. We will learn to leverage various tools and resources to effectively meet the diverse needs of dyslexic learners, ensuring their academic success and personal growth. Join us as we continue our journey to become more adept and compassionate educators for students with dyslexia.